world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Quickly to the air is Wilson. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now a throw here to his running back. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Well, this game, the ninth that the Jags have played here in London, you might know that Shad Khan, he's the owner of both the Jaguars and Fulham in the English Premier League on the soccer side of things. And this is the third of 3 London games the NFL will play this year. But there is one more game to come over on the continent. The Seahawks and Bucks from Munich, Germany. The first time a regular season game will be played there. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I keep pressing it downfield.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play action with Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's the second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The Jaguars at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. That ain't going to be tough to beat in this one.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. On the counter, Etienne. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Great effort by Alex Singleton as he finishes that play off. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Lawrence to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Lawrence. Etienne bringing in another one. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Flush to his right.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, 0.
Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. The 40. 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos have moved out in front. Now McManus for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to ETN to start things out. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped in the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Lawrence will throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Draymond Jones drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Now Wilson on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton finding space at the 40. And out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Wilson will throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. The Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by McManus is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They go play action now. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. action. Now Wilson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So the completion good for just 3, and it's second down. Lawrence airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now it's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing again here, Wilson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. Now Wilson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play, because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Wilson wants to throw it. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Trayvon Walker picks up his second sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Wilson will throw again. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. It's too much to handle on the other side in this one. But what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides.